What's up, everybody? How are y'all doing on this lovely, hopefully it's a lovely Sunday evening, afternoon, morning for everyone watching? We have another great Onward matchup here for us today. It is going to be between number 6 Primordial against the Newbies, sitting just out of that top 10 reach at number 12 on the ladder. So, depending how this matchup goes today, Newbies can very well find themselves in that top 10, which is where these teams want to be come the end of next week. Week number 12 coming up, which is our final week for the regular season. And those top 10 on the ladder, when that ends, will be advancing to the finals. So this is a pretty important one. I mean, again, we do have one more week left, so that's a possibility of 3 total matches all these teams can still get. But if you're sitting up in that top 4, top 5, I imagine you're not going to want to do any challenges. You're just going to play the match that you are assigned that week and sit comfy where you're at. First map, as we have seen previously this week, is going to be Sand. Primordial will be on Marsot, given that they are the home team going against a Newbies Volk, defending that uplink. If you are new here with us, with the game, I've been sharing it around to some people that don't even play VR, so hopefully, some of them pop in. And if you're new here, this is the competitive mode in Onward called Uplink. It's kind of similar to some others that some would say like Search and Destroy, or ones where there's a bomb out there. But instead, let's hop on out there, show you what I am talking about. Oh, make sure that one sec. Oh, okay, there we go. I think we are good. Sorry about that. I don't know what. I think the first time it goes out there, it takes a second to load it. But yeah, this is what we're talking about. That bad boy right there is the uplink, and the team is trying to get close enough. They have a tablet on their back, they pull it out, and then there's numbers. So you may see a lot of them looking at this tablet right there, trying to memorize that number. So if they do get in within range of that uplink, they put those numbers in, and you get yourself 2 points instead of the 1 if you just kill the whole team. We are going to have Primordial starting here in the north side, so they're pretty close to having a straight shot in there, as we are going to see Salty Pussy pushing on through the mechanic shop, getting into position. If they're not careful, Undead over there will have a sight line and possibly the first kill of the match. Also seeing here Salty Foo sneaking up behind Shrimp, but Shrimp is not going to get caught off guard as he turns around and takes out Salty Foo. We got Bluga making a huge flank there to the south from the west side. That might end up working out for him, especially if the rest of his team waits for him to come around and get into position before they continue their advance. You see Salty Pussy there still. I think he's about to run in. Oh no, Short Undead is actually watching the second story. And since he's back there kneeled down, he's not going to have the angle over these brick walls to see Pussy over there. But he may have just... Oh, I thought he saw like the tippy top of his helmet there. C4 is getting blown, not going to find anyone. You see that? Oh, pretty close. Had he gotten that flare onto Undead, those flares are blinding. It's almost like a flash just sitting there. So more often than not, if it finds its mark, it is going to get you moving out of your defensive position. You see Pussy here running around, trying to draw out any fire, but this Newbies Volk, this Newbies defense is not getting antsy, is not getting peaky, not giving up any of their positions if they don't have to. Unfortunately, it looks like we do see a drop on the side of Newbie, so they are sitting at a 4-person team, which will make it an even matchup as we pass this 3-minute mark. Looks like we're having Lightskin and Bluga slowly making their way over from the west gate as Buckshot is making this push from the south. Now I imagine we're about to see a battle here between Laid Back Egg, Salty Pussy, Short Undead, and Buckshot. It's a good possibility that Undead is going to take out Pussy over there. Buckshot getting that refrag, and then maybe even Jason getting the refrag onto Buckshot, depending when this happens. If they wait for Bluga and Lightskin to get close enough, they can essentially just pinch them, especially if they end up taking out Jason over here. Let's hop inside, see how they're set up. It is going to be only trip inside. You know, I kind of agree with that, because if you get two in there and one good flash, you take them both out. But also having those two, looks like Bluga is going to be taking pre-fire up into the top, but no one is up there, as Jason does drop light skin. Buckshot comes around from the south, getting that refrag. You got Salty up there, just throwing out some pre-fire, keeping them moving around. Buckshot getting that confirmation onto Jason over there. If you do not confirm your kills, they can still be down, as we saw, and give call-outs to the rest of the team through comms. So given where he was, he probably was calling out to his team that there was an attacker coming from. Oh, and we see Pussy and Laid Back Egg go at it in a trade, but Laid Back Egg is only going to be down. So again, he can give those call outs to his team. You know, he is down behind that brick wall, so probably Lightskin's going to be the one to get that confirmation. But Buckshot spotting Trip, moving around inside that radio station where the OBJ is going to get that pickup, and it is now all up to Short Undead here. Bluga getting the confirmation kill onto Laid Back Egg. Here comes the smoke. We are hitting that 30-second mark, so they all got the notification that it is 30 seconds left. Hop inside, see how Short Undead does this, but Buckshot going in and anticipating that he was there to the south. Will get that kill, and Lightskin falling. Oh, wow. But yeah, good job there by Primordial. Clearing it out slowly. For a second there, I thought it was maybe moving a little bit too slow. But they got it done. Got it in. What's up, Puggin? How you doing? Thanks for joining us in the chat. Glad to have you here with us today. Well, let me set this up, make sure that everything is going smoothly on y'all's end. I forgot to check the sounds and everything. If you see anything off, sounds a little off, anything like that, definitely holler. Let me know in the chat, and I'll try to get it adjusted as quick as possible. We are running on a 5-minute delay, so that should only be delay from what's happening live and then what y'all are seeing. There shouldn't be any delay in the sound or anything like that. So if you do notice something, please let me know. But let's get their first point on the board. It looks like their fifth player for Newbies has made it back into the lobby. So we will be starting that second round here shortly. There we go. Primordial on the board. First round of the day. But yeah, Primordial, you know, brought it down to 24 seconds. So not being too rushy out there. Again, there's some good sight lines off of spawn where you can catch some of the enemy off guard if they're not careful or trying to be a little too aggressive on that push. We are hopping back out there. Oh, there's gonna be a round reset. That is an option you have. Say if there's a technical difficulty or, you know, something happened, someone didn't ready up, or, you know, you realize you are a person down. Definitely do that round reset before that 15-second mark. Everyone gets 15 seconds before the round actually starts upon hopping into the match. I have no doubt it will be starting here very shortly. Unless someone is having a mic issue. Nope, there we go. Hear the beeps. Getting started here on round number 2.
No, you've got it in your hands.
Mr. Trip. We got Jason, Laid Back Egg, Mr. Shrimp, and Short Undead on the side of Newbies. Looks like they are, in fact, going to get the same spawn that Primordial did here in the north. Looks like we're seeing two of them push up onto the billboard beach building. And real quick, Trip and Laid Back Egg both get themselves a pick. Great job for them pushing onto this billboard. Real quick, it got them that higher ground. They were able to spot Primordial getting into position, and they now have control of the upper ground. Luga will be down there in the southwest corner of the center. Or is he on the outside? Maybe on the outside. Yeah, he's waiting here on the outside. And Shrimp
He's dead. Echo 2.
does spot one inside the radio building on OBJ. Just like that, 40 seconds in, Primordial is already down to only 2 defenders. Look at that nade. Had it not landed on the tower and gotten stopped by that ledge there, Buckshot would be dead. Laid Back Egg pushing it into the center warehouse where Bluga is. Will Bluga... Oh no, Bluga's actually on the outside and does find Trip, but Laid Back Egg is going to be quick on that refrag, taking Bluga out. It is now all up to Buckshot, who is not in the OBJ building. Realizing that, he does rotate back and gets right into the same position that the Newbies were holding on last person up. Great M2 smoke out there. It is going to smoke Buckshot out and get him out of his position. He's going to have to rotate there to the north side. Oh, looks like he's coming over to the west. Great job, Angle, but Short Undead sneaking in. Is he close enough to get that cap? He has the tablet out. He's laying down. Buckshot taking out Shrimp. Jason trying to get the code in. Buckshot clearing out Jason. He may think that's all that's in there. With Short Undead right here on the other side of the cabinet. Oh my goodness. This is too close. Buckshot actually shot through the smoke. Did not spot Short Undead. And then on the return back does see him. It is now a 1v1. Wow. Thank you, Puggin, for letting me know on that sound being good. I am looking that the shots are, you know, in sync, are matching up. Great job there by Buckshot. I mean, I thought for sure a cap was coming out. I wonder if they had an accurate kill count and that's why they weren't killing him. And they were going, I mean, they had to have had an accurate kill count because there weren't any trades that happened. So yeah, so they knew just go for the cap, but unfortunately they weren't able to get it. Had Short Undead maybe been a little bit closer, he could have pulled that off. There's many opportunities that Buckshot missed him, and oh wow. So it is now all up to Laid Back Egg on the side of the Newbies to pull this win off here for Buckshot. Or this win off here for them. But Buckshot showing he is no pushover. Laid Back Egg approaching this minute mark now is going to go ahead and start his approach into this OBJ building. That's the only thing about this OBJ. You have to get in this building. Where it's placed, again, it's by proximity. You pull the tablet out, you'll see on there if you are close enough to send the uplink. In fact, the words send uplink will light up. And if so, you put those numbers in, you get yourself 2 points. But being where it's placed, you definitely have to get inside this radio station. We are now approaching that 30-second mark. Laid Back Egg passing the west entrance, gets in. Buckshot definitely hearing the footsteps. It's going to raise up and does so to Laid Back Egg's bullets to the face. He drops him some syringes. Here you go. Get better, bro. Not just playing. I mean, we already saw Buckshot holding it down on that OBJ. He prevented 2 points. Through and through. I mean, look at him. He's got 6 up there. Great job, Buckshot. Good try. Hop out back to the tent. Get that point on the board. It is now a tied game. Newbies running out the gate, getting some great pickups. I mean, it was what, within 40 seconds, I said Primordial was down to only 2. And they cleared out Bluga. Bluga was able to get that pickup onto a trip there in the west. He got refragged, and then it was a 1v3. A 1v4, was it? Yeah, it was a 1v4. They had 3 push into the OBJ onto Buckshot, and he cleared them all out, and then ended up dying to Laidback. I mean, but, you know, it really should have been a cap. There's a few times Buckshot missed seeing short undead there on that east entrance, and super close, but nonetheless, they got it tied up now. We'll be going to a round number 3 with Primordial back on Marsoc. Now, if they can get a cap here, that will put them only 1 away from taking the first map. Let's see how they play this.
Oh, what is wrong? Oh, I was about to say, I thought my height was better. I was standing on this, I thought it was that tall.
Yeah, you're doing stuff. 706, 95.
All right, we see there they are getting the southeast gate spawn. Real quick, a couple of them could have already seen each other. Pussy getting into position. Salty Food taking out Laidback Egg, pushing out here to the east. Short Undead definitely going to be flashed by that, but if they're not careful, Shrimp with this higher angle up here is going to catch Pussy off guard as we see him do so. But not before he can take out Jason. Lightskin taking out Shrimp up top on the refrag. Salty Food pushing in from the east. Rotating there up top. If he's not careful, he can just drop right down onto this car, and I believe put the cap in, or put the numbers in, get that cap. But Trip slowly approaching is going to take out Salty Foo as Bluga takes out Short Undead, who was the last defender in there. Bluga as well, pulling it off, taking out Trip and getting Primordial their quick second point. Not even a minute into that third round. And that's a quick spawn. You know, they were super close. I mean, within seconds, you could already, if they were looking the right way, they could have seen the enemy. You know, again, that's another great thing about these casts. All y'all out there, y'all competitive players, you know, team captains, assistant captains, co-captains, whatever it may be. Y'all can watch this and see, hey, look, on this OBJ, sometimes you get this spawn. So y'all can make some plans according to, if we get this spawn, you know what, this is how we need to do it. But instead, if we get this spawn, you know, it's all learning tools to those that see it as such. But let's get Primordial their second points. Now ahead, once again, here on Sand. Again, hope y'all are having a great Sunday. If you are already in Monday, I am sorry. That is unfortunate. I would not want to be in Monday yet. Also, if that music's a little too loud, let me know and I can get that changed up. Post haste. In fact, I think I need to change. That way I am hearing it as well. Oh. And I don't know if y'all are hearing those beats, but that is the indication that the round is starting. Now we move to Primordial being on boat. Now it's their turn to defend. And Newbies, unfortunately, are not going to get that quick spawn. Instead, they're going to get the southwest side spawn. We are going to see 3 of them pushing up through the south, those soccer field here. Oh no, actually they're opting to go all the way around to the east side. All right. Looks like Trip is going to make his entrance here through the west. If not, just peek on through, see if he sees anything moving, while Laid Back Egg continues on to the north. Shrimp really working on this rotation. This is pretty good on the side of Newbies. You know, that does take care of it. You know, if Primordial's trying to send anyone out on the flank on this map, they usually do so on the outer wall. So as you see, you can get all the way around. Bluga and Salty Foo. It says Salty Foo killed somebody. And that Bluga killed somebody. But those question marks. I don't see them there by him. What? That's weird. Don't know what happened there. I don't even see the bodies. Oh, look, out here. Did they go? Can you go too far out? If you hit the barrier? Let's hop back on over real quick. Something weird happened there. It actually gave Fu and Bluga the kill. I thought they got a consecutive knife or something, did some ninja things. All right, Shrimp and Jason gonna be pushing here from that northeast side. We'll have to contend with Buckshot and Salty Foo, who are both in weight, as you see there. Looks like Salty Pussy is gonna go on the hunt. It is unfortunate for the Newbies, as they are already 2 team members down. Just passing the 3-minute mark. They must notice, you know, you got that tablet. That tablet is all your information you need in this game. Oh, and pushing through this east alley is going to end up trading with Salty Foo. Now only 2 left for Newbies after that unfortunate event with 2 of their team members. Jason seeing that his comrade, Mr. Trip, just died. I think he's opting to, oh, you know, he's going to toss. Look at that lob on that nade. Downpour. Come on, bro. I think that should have been at the least, a down. There is nothing in his way. This is where the nade landed. I don't know. But Buckshot is going to survive it. Maybe, you know, it hurt him a little. Maybe it's like when you get shot with body armor. Maybe now he is yellow. He's on the tablet. Not going to find... What? Oh, Jason rotated back here. Lightskin has been working on this flank. And in doing so, if he comes right around this corner, he's going to spot Jason. And he does. Taking him out. It is now all up to Short Undead. It's always risky to send one out on the flank, especially on defense. But the reward is so great. Now Short Undead, last alive, is tucking in. I have no doubt he does not realize he's clipping. Throwing into smoke out is going to push the west side of the market. But is going to get spotted by Lightskin there from the east. And that will put Primordial 1 away from victory on this first map. Again, I don't know exactly what happened to... Who was it? Was it Shrimp and Laidback? That was weird. I'm gonna have to go out there and test that. Run to the super edge of the map and see if it kills me. So, next point. Again, going to Primordial. Again, they are the number 6 on the ladder right now. Newbies being number 12 definitely want to try and get this win. I think if they get this win, it very well could put them in the top 10. And now K-Fought, after their loss yesterday, again, check those VOD. I think that was on, no, that was on this channel, our main channel. K-Fought losing knocked them from fourth, or not fourth, from sixth or seventh down to 10th. So if Newbies beats Primordial and gets into that top 10, it very well could knock K-Fought out of those standings. Also, again, excuse me, my voice being a little bit raspy. I am just getting over a cold, as are most of the caster team. That's why casts have been a little light this week. But I have no doubt this final week before finals, they are going to come out the gate running. And as well as the finals, we will have great coverage over all those matches. Most of the matches. I'm not saying we're going to get every single one, but we're definitely going to try to amp it up and pull off most of them, as it's essentially just 5 matches a week. Well, at first it's only 5. It is single elimination, so you lose, you're out. Those top 2 positions, number 1 and 2, will be essentially starting the next round. They don't even have to play that preliminary. I'm not even going to try to say that. Preliminary or quarterfinal round. Let's hop on out there. I think, see what OBJ we are running to next. Again, here is your kill count for this match. See up there, Buckshot with that 6 and 2. Bluga slowly catching up with a 4 and 1, followed by Lightskin 3 and 2. Salty Foo 2 and 4, and Salty Pussy with 1 and 3. On the side of Newbies, we got Laidback Egg leading the team with a 4 and 3, followed by Mr. Shrimp 3 and 3. Mr. Trip 2 and 4, Short Undead 1 and 4, and Jason providing that support for his team. Let's see if he can do so here on this 5th round and keep the Newbies in it, as they will be starting on Vulcan. It is going to be the Fountain OBJ. This one is a little bit spicy. So many little corners. I think it's Volk heavy. There's so many little corners and spots that you can get into on Volk and hold this down. Oh, but look at the spawn that Primordial got. They are essentially already coming through the south here. If Short Undead is not ready, he will get caught off guard, possibly by Salty Foo, but he's definitely going to be hearing the footsteps of Salty Pussy there behind him. Salty Foo coming around the corner, spots him, not ready. Taking him out. Now they are super close to the OBJ. Salty Foo getting into cover, reading those codes. But Shrimp, Mr. Shrimp, clearing them out. That small smoke Salty Foo had. No, never mind. I'm going to say it is covering him from getting confirmed by Mr. Shrimp, but no, Mr. Shrimp is going to take him out as Buckshot on the outside of the map finds Mr. Trip working on a flank. But Buckshot is like, not today, Trip, not today. We do have Lightskin on the top of Billboard. That's a great, great position. He may be able to spot Laidback Egg there if he does not stay low. Oh, I thought he did spot him. We got Laidback Egg, or Buckshot pushing in, but Shrimp is going to find that pickup as a flash goes out here from Bluga onto Jason. Jason tucking into the corner, trying to get out of the way, but gets found by Bluga. It is now, once again, an even 2v2. We are approaching the 3-minute mark. Lightskin has rotated off of the roof from Billboard.
I'm going to try and make noise from the outer side.
There you have it. Telling Bluga he's going to try to make some noise from the outside. Possibly providing, you know, a distraction. But Bluga spotting Laidback Egg. Now a 2v1. That's going to free up that north side for Lightskin. this is where it's tricky. Look where Shrimp's at. He has to poke up. But one good smoke right here will cover his sight line, and the cat can go out. But he spots Bluga trying to push up from the south. Will take him out with that G36 and almost getting shot at from Lightskin. In fact, he dodged a few of the bullets, but Lightskin did end up finding that mark, and that is going to be map number 1 for Primordial. It came down to a 1v1. Mr. Shrimp and Lightskin. But Primordial taking it. Is going to be the winner here on sand. Excuse me 1 second. While we do switch the maps, I don't know, it's possible we will be switching host. So while that is commencing, let's drop you to a few of our sponsors here. First one is going to be Mammut. Again, this is one of the prizes that these teams are fighting for. You get that first place, you will get one of these. All right, we are on to the second map, Downfall. This time it is going to be Primordial starting on Volk. You switch sides each map. You know, it's... I think it's fair, you know. Home team... Usually the home team is the higher ranked team, so they have to start on Marsok. It's usually the harder side to start from because the defense essentially just has to sit there, hold an angle, defend that OBJ, make sure they do not get in and put those numbers in. At the same time, not getting hit by any of the bullets and dying. But we are going to that second map. Let's see real quick what that OBJ is going to be. And while we're out here, let me get those names switched around while I remember. There we go. We are good up top. And here we go. Hilo Bungalow, West Side OBJ. This is Downfall. If y'all don't know, huge, huge map. Here is Primordial. Let me get those lasers. Again, the lasers, the names, the outlines, all of this is for you fine folk watching from wherever you may be watching from. Work, home, school, phone, you know, dentist.
I'm not going to risk it. I really don't.
Now we are going to be seeing the newbies, for the most part, pushing through the south here. Laid back egg taking that upper position on the top of South Hill, while 3 of his teammates push through the valley. Looks like they did send one to the east. Jason there in that east church. As we approach the 4-minute mark. Look at that M2 smoke. Definitely gonna, that's a great one. But laid back egg is gonna find the pickup onto Fusi there. Now a 5v4 in favor of the newbies. I really love that M2 smoke place. That blocks out the view from Bluga, as well as a lot of people like to play that dark room underneath Bluga. because it has a great sight line all the way here to the south. But the one they're really going to have to contend with is going to be Buckshot here at the West Church, as Short Undead and Mr. Strip get to the lower dumpster. Looks like Trip is going to be holding upper dumpster, but Light Skin finding Shrimp, and Buckshot trading with Short Undead.
I got one at lower dumpster also, but I'm down. I
But
keep an eye on it.
as you hear, he is only down, and where he's at, he can still watch for enemies. So he can still give call outs to his team. Let him know, hey, someone's pushing here through the west. Someone's right here, lower dumpster. Looks like Lightskin was trying to take some shots up there. Jason, I think, might have a sideline, though, down onto Lightskin. As Lightskin does find the pickup onto Mr. Trip in that upper dumpster position. It is now down to only 2 on the side of Newbies. Jason here at Center Bungalow. And we got Laid Back Egg still up there on the South Hill.
So the last guy I saw take shots was Center Hotel. He was in the doorway up top looking out. Yeah, he's still there.
You are hearing those comms between the last 2 attackers here on Newbies. Now, it is only 3 for Primordial, but they do have, again, Buckshot downed over there. So he's essentially up, providing callouts. Oh, Jason trying to rotate north out of that Center Bungalow is going to get spotted by Beluga from Hilo 2 Story. He does let Laidback know where he was shot from, but the angle that Laidback's at is not going to be able to get Beluga. We have just passed the 2-minute mark, so he's definitely going to want to start moving close here soon. I think Salty Foo is going for that res on the Buckshot.
Gonna bounce back into church.
In fact, he does, and he gets it. So now Primordial sitting at a 4-person defense against a 1.5 Newbies team. Looks like Laidback only has a minute left, and he may be trying to go for that res. That is going to be a tough one to try to get the res and get in close enough to the OBJ. He's definitely can't be thinking he's going to get that close, so he may be opting to just try and kill everyone. But having 4 up on Primordial, that's going to be an almost impossible task on this map, especially with Primordial sitting in the positions that they're in. Definitely not going to spot Buckshot over there. You know, it's going to be a tough one. They're going to get those notifications right now that 30 seconds has passed. You heard there from Jason. The concern past 30 seconds. We are at 20. Lightskin taking out Jason. It is now all up to Laid Back Egg. He is going to try to take out Lightskin as well. All lasers were pinned on Laid Back. And Primordial take round number 1 here on Downfall. Lightskin up there almost getting himself an ace. Great defense for Primordial. What's up, Bob? Glad to have you in the chat. Thanks for joining us. If you missed that first one, as always, check out the VOD. It was a pretty good one. There's some great stuff. That's the thing I like about being a caster and on a team. I can see like plays that work, plays that don't. It's like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna go give that to my team. We're gonna try that out. But everyone can do that. We have these casts out there, so what we're seeing, you're seeing. You know, I'm not seeing anything different. Everything I'm seeing, I am showing to y'all. So all the teams, all the players can do the exact same thing. Go back, watch cast. You know, you definitely learn from them. That's what got me into Onward, was watching cast. You know, you see how the game is played. You see how different of the gameplay is from other, you know, faster paced games. You know, it can be fast paced. Don't get me wrong. It can be, but you don't have these multiple respawns. You don't have spawning from all over the map, things like that. You know, there is kind of a little variation of that in Onward called Assault, where you do have so many lives, but you can only spawn from, you know, 2 different points. You know, that one's pretty fun. Does definitely help with the target acquisition and training like that. But to me, the more competitive side is going to be Uplink, which we are seeing here today. Now, Newbies will be defending. It looks like Primordial is going to be getting that east side spawn. You saw there Mr. Tripp holding that angle while the rest of his team got into position. But if they're not careful, Bluga is going to get a pickup onto one of them. Will find himself getting into that upper red position. Salty Foo on the outside in the annex part. Meanwhile, we are seeing 3 of Primordial pushing through South Valley. Great job from them. You see their guns up. A lot of times when someone dies and it's not a trade.
Bro, nice job. Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
Oh, he fell down, so he hurt himself. You know, that could be a bullet that otherwise would not have downed you.
Hey, no. That's North Brothel. Yeah, the dark room. I'm gonna suppress it.
Dude, that guy just lagged across my screen from down West Street.
You know, different people are playing in different regions, so sometimes you see things a little different out there. It is unfortunate the way the game is right now with that, but we all have hope that it'll get better. And for the most part, it's not too bad that it keeps us from playing. At least us die-hard players. Oh, Bluga coming around here from the north is seeing laid back egg there on the OBJ building.
There's one right on the objective in that brothel in the doorway that's like right next to the
But Short Undead staying low is not going to be spotted. And you see Tripp here slowly about to make a creep out of that second story position. We are seeing all of the newbies right here around the OBJ playing a tight defense. Bluga taking out layback egg, getting shot out from Mr. Tripp, but avoids the bullets right here on this west wall. Is going to give fire back, not able to hit his shots either. This is definitely going to keep newbies occupied. So if they're not careful, Primordial can make their push from the west. Bluga throwing a flash in, ends up stabbing Tripp.
Killed North Brothel, there's another one on me.
He hears Jason down there below him, so he does that call out and then takes out Short Undead. He is on fire right now, but Salty Foo is going to get dropped by Shrimp, but Salty Boosie quickly on that refrag, taking out Shrimp, as well as taking out Jason. Just seeing an overall great attack happening in unison. Great communication here from Primordial, and with all of that falling into place, will get them the second win here on Downfall. They are now sitting a cap away, but going to Volk. You know, all they have to do is defend, get that defensive round, and come back and win another one, and they got it. But newbies, if they can get a cap out right now, just like that, they are tied up. Again, a cap will get you 2 points. That's essentially 10 kills. You know, you're getting 2 rounds. Done. Just like that. Just put the numbers in. You got it. What's up, everybody? I don't know why those... Oh. Sorry about that. Let me do that. Let me do that. That. And that. There we go. I was wondering why the chat was not showing. I saw it, but no one else was seeing it. They're like, who's Bob? Why are you saying hi to Bob? Or Puggin. They're like, what? Puggin? Who? This is looking pretty good for Primordial right now. Showing why they are, in fact, sitting at number 6 on the ladder. But do not count this Newbies team out. Some heavy hitters on the side of the Newbies. Couple veterans. They can easily bring this back. Let's see if they do just that.
I see somebody.
Now, this is a quick spawn. If they were not all kneeling down. When you get that lower dumpster, you see it's the lower dumpster, OBJ. If you're on Marsoc, you definitely want to start that round kneeling down. You don't want to give away in case that... Because they can see you. Before the round starts, they can see you if you're standing. Some shots do go out there from Mr. Tripp. A couple shots from the side of Primordial. Looks like Primordial is going to play this a little bit tight on defense as Tripp does drop salty food there on the West Church. Oh, but look at this. Bluga working on a huge flank going up to the east. If that works, he may catch him off guard, but I think he might end up running into laid back egg. Look at that. Here we go. Let's see. Laidback is going to get into upper red. Did Bluga spot him up here? He did, in fact, see him. Threw some shots at him. Could not land him. So now the Newbies are going to know that there is a defender working on the flank from the northeast. I imagine Laidback Egg did give that call out to his team as Salty Pussy is going to find Short Undead. Light Skin as well getting a pickup onto Jason. Bluga, you still see there working on that huge rotation. Take out Laidback in upper red. Laidback is going to get into cover. Light Skin throwing some fire out onto Tripp, still in his original position. And Laidback and Bluga end up trading there in the north. Light Skin, in fact, finding Tripp. It is now all up to Shrimp. You see those lasers honed in on him. Buckshot is not going to let him get any closer. Shuts him down with that G36 and will get Primordial their third straight win here on Downfall. They are now sitting one round away, one round win away from taking the whole match. Now they can play the third map. Say if Primordial does in fact win this second one, they can opt to play that third map. I haven't been seeing it lately. You know, at first it was, you know, people were all amped. They want, you know, yeah, let's play. And I think some people might be thinking it's affecting their score a little bit negative. Or, you know, sometimes if you're winning, like if you win by a large margin, maybe you don't want to play that third. Because what if you end up losing that third? And what if that affects your MMR that you gain? I don't know. I don't know the whole ins and outs, the formula and all that. That's Infish. Do not ping him. He's the one that could give you that info. He actually dropped a few tidbits there in the Discord Onward chat yesterday. There's a nice little discussion about it. But enough of that. Let's get the third point put up there. And that is one away from victory for Primordial. Now, if you're Newbies, you're on defense, have not won a round, what do? I mean, if it was me, I would have my team go to defensive angles where they almost know that they cannot die. Like, to where it's cutting off a good amount, good portion The enemy has to come to you. And just don't get peeky. But this OBJ is a tough one. A lot of times to get to those good angles, you gotta kind of expose yourself. But Primordial getting the spawn way up in the northeast. Looks like they're going to send 3 south once again. Salty Foo hitting the beeline right into... Yeah, he's coming right up through the center. Looks like he's going to hit that center bungalow position. See Mr. Trip watching on down to the east toward Marsoc Twin. Salty Foo already getting into center bungalow north. Let's see if he ends up spotting anyone there in center hotel. Sit right there for a second. We're going to take a drink. Excuse me. Oh, my voice. Probably shouldn't be doing cast given how my voice is still kind of all messed up. But we need some Onward, you know? I never knew there's an opening up here. Wow. Okay. Now I know. Let's see if Primordial can pull this Marsoc round off again with almost the same formation that they had 2 rounds ago. Was it? It was that Hilo Bungalow. OBJ. Light skin about to hit that west side from the north. Does pass up Marsoc Tower. Volk Tower, I'm sorry. Does not look like any of the newbies are looking up toward the north.
Your legs are looking through. I can see them. It's weird.
Laid back, letting Jason know, I can see your legs. We are 2 minutes already through this 4th round. No kills. Newbies doing what I kind of hope to see, just holding tight. But that's the thing. They can't see the front of the OBJ without exposing themselves to a different angle. Like, say if you got down here, you can watch that in front. So then you have to, you're exposed over here. Well, have someone watch that angle. Like, everyone covers everyone's angle so no one's dying or no one has to move or expose themselves to see an angle. As Pussy does drop Jason there in lower dumpster. Mr. Trip taking out Buckshot all the way over in Marsoc Twins as Shrimp takes out Boosie, and Bluga pushing in from the south is now only up to 2 of Primordial. You're going to see Lightskin pushing into the center hotel, getting caught by Short Undead. I mean, Newbie's doing a great job here on defense. I was a little worried with the positions they had, but they are doing amazing. It is all up to Salty Foo. Looks like he's going to try this. And he gets in. And laid back egg. Waiting for him. Blows him up. Smithereens. And that gets Newbies on the board. Now, can they take this momentum and carry it forward? I mean, if they get a cap now, we have a tie game. And it's next round win. That's how close it is now. Just from that 1 round win. Great job, Newbies. Way to hold it down. Whew. I was getting a little worried there for a second for Newbies. But again, not a pushover team in the least. You know, sometimes things just aren't falling for you. But when they do in grand fashion. Newbies on the board. Downfall, second map. Let's see. I know they very well can get a cap. Let's see if they do. You know, Primordial is definitely going to be expecting it. Again, they are only sitting 1 round win away from victory. Sorry. So what, I mean, do you catch Newbies off guard, be aggressive on defense, or do you just play it tight? Let's go see. Oh yeah, Bob. No problem, man. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for being here. Love the support. Always glad to see friends in the chat. All right, it is going to be that east side OBJ. Looks like they're going to send Salty Foo up to the north. We got Trip, Layback Egg, and Jason pushing right on through the middle, as we are going to see Short Undead and Shrimp pushing through South Valley. Jason possibly, I thought he was spotting Salty Foo over there, but does not. Instead, he's going to rotate and look toward Marsoc Twins, where Light Skin from that Marsoc Tower is going to take out Trip with a PKM. It is now a 4v5 in favor of Primordial. Luga, hearing Short Undead steps, has slowed it down. He's expecting him below him. Oh, and the trade happens as Laidback Egg finds a second one there on the center bungalow onto Light Skin. I mean, no, sorry, Laidback actually got the refrag on the Light Skin in that Marsoc Tower. And then given that trade, it is an even 3v3. Pretty good spread here from Newbies. And almost an even spread from Primordial on defense. Just passing 3.5 minutes. Again, you have to expect the Newbies want the cap. They want to tie it up and take that Volk advantage. Volk advantage meaning you win your Volk round, you're going to win the match. And 3 minutes now. The laid back again did just take out one in Marsoc Tower. So he's... Oh, that's why he's hesitant. He doesn't know if he did kill him or not. That's the thing about this map. You're so far away. Sometimes all you're seeing is a pixel in the very corner of a window. So you don't know, did I hit them? Are they dead? Did they just duck down? Laidback Egg working on the push here through the center, is about to hit that East Church. He will have to contend with Salty Pussy, as well as Salty Foo. Salty Foo is going to be a hard one if smoke or utility is not used. And as he throws out that smoke, Salty Pussy is ready for him, dropping him. Can Jason get this refrag, though? He knows more or less where the shots came from. You see that laser hovering over Salty's position here. Buckshot definitely giving call outs that he has footsteps on him as you hear all that pre-fire going out into those windows. Oh, another great nade not finding its mark. Now that one, this brick wall very well may have saved him. I think otherwise it would have been close enough to definitely down him. And Mr. Shrimp is going to push in onto Buckshot, but Buckshot will be victorious in that exchange. It is now all up to Jason to keep his team in this. But throwing some shots onto Salty up there, almost getting spotted by Buckshot. He is just under a minute. He rotates back to Center Hotel. That flash not going to find Jason, but they have an idea. Primordial has an idea where this last person is. And Buckshot taking that information is going to advance. Dropping Jason, getting Primordial their 4th win, and taking the match. There is your kill count on the board. Lightskin with a 7 and 2, followed by Bluga and Salty Pussy with 5 apiece. Buckshot with 4. Salty Food providing that support with that res on the side of the Newbies. We got Laid Back Egg with 4, Shrimp with 3, Short Undead with 2, and Jason also providing support. Great job out of both teams. We'll see here shortly if we are, in fact, going to a 3rd map. Yeah, very rare on Downfall. You almost never see C4 usage on Downfall. I remember I used to always see C4 though get used there on that lower dumpster, and then it's like all of a sudden you never saw it anymore. You always saw it on like subways, stuff like that. But Primordial getting it. Looks like that will be the end of it. Yeah, I think, let me check real quick in the Discord, make sure. Yeah, you know, and that's their right. You know, if they do not want to play that 3rd map, they do not have to. Primordial taking it in great fashion. And they, no doubt, will be staying in the top 10. Now, if it moves them up or not, I don't know, because those positions from, I think it's like 5 or 6 down to 10, they're all within a few points of each other. And then those 1, 2, and 3 are like up there. First place is way up there. I think that's Mayhem. Great job, Mayhem. Shout out. But yeah, no worries. Again, thanks everybody for joining us on this Sunday afternoon. If you are watching the VOD, you know, hopefully y'all can learn some stuff from watching it. You know, even if none of these are your teams, you know, you can take the plays that some of these teams did and apply them to your team. You know, change them up a little. See stuff that works or could work for you and your friends. Want to give a shout out to everyone that did hop in the chat. Bob the Gamer, 420 Puggin, I see you out there. And those who didn't even say anything, you know, no worries. You know, you're just watching the gameplay. I feel that. Just vibing. And of course, shout out to our great sponsors: OnwardVR, Caveman Studio, 9 Line Apparel, B Haptics, G Fuel, Degenerate Decals, Boba VR, Proxy Mat, and Kiwi Design. Also, I heard last night on one of Nutmeg's casts, if you give the code VREL at G Fuel on their website, you will get 30% off that order. So stock up on some G Fuel. Why not? You know, treat yourself. It's the holidays. You know, do a little something. But again, that's going to be it for this cast. I am your caster, Fog Cabin. And if you want to cast, you know, again, shout out in the public casting channel, and we'll try to pick that up. We should have another cast here for y'all this evening. I think it's going to be Resin Mafia and Pandemonium. I got to check with them, see everything's good, and if so, we will have that up for you a little bit later. Those notifications should go out here shortly. Well, thank you, everybody, and I will be seeing y'all here later. I'm going to drop you to a couple of our sponsors' ads and end it after that. All right, peace. Shit.